Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Stripped Astrology with Sarah. This video is going to be on compatibility between Virgo woman and Scorpio man. Remember that we're talking about sun signs here. If you guys want a complete compatibility, feel free to reach out to me on any of my social media platforms or email me at strippedastrology@gmail.com. And I will also do a live with you if you want more details. Ask me any questions about anything. I'll be more than happy to help you, anything astrology-wise. Check out my podcast, also link below on Spotify. You'll find Astrology of the Week. You'll find a lot of cool episodes. I do a different sign each week. This week we've been focusing on Scorpio, so I have Scorpio Man episode, 2-hour episode on everything that you need to know about Scorpio Man and compatibilities. And I will be releasing Scorpio Woman today. So let's get to Scorpio Man and Virgo Woman. This one is actually a really great one, honestly. It's one of the relationships that probably have the most compatibility because it's just she meets everything that he wants in a woman. She just represents, Virgo represents the Virgin in astrology. And we talked about in my Scorpio Man episode how Scorpio is obsessed with the, Virgin girl act. So Scorpio is going to do almost anything to keep Virgo smiling. And he loves her shy side and dependability and the way she takes care of him. And this could really last a lifetime. And Scorpio is always going to be the leader in this relationship, or at least he's made to feel like he's the leader by the smart, Virgo woman who knows how to best please her man. Virgo woman has a very earth, type of sensuality because she's an earth sign. And even though she might not be the most daring or extreme, especially sexually, other women of the zodiac, it's just exactly what he wants. This is secretly exactly what Scorpio woman wants. And, he feels maybe some of his devilish traits or darker traits might be redeemed by the pureness of the Virgo woman. Remember I said Scorpio, in every aspect of his life, he seeks transformation. So with Virgo, a mutable earth sign, she's changeable. And with Scorpio, a fixed water sign, he's very stubborn and sensitive. So earth and water go great together. It's one of the best combos. After that is probably water and water. Scorpios, they're usually driven to distraction by Virgo, who has all the bouncy qualities that he looks for in a woman. She tends to have a very curvy, feminine body. So he's forever turned on by the innocent Virgo. At least she appears to be innocent, even if she isn't. But Virgo tends to let Scorpio sweep her off her feet, and he loves this. And he thinks that the Virgo woman is very competitive for him to get her. She's not the type that's easy to get. And like I said in my Scorpio Man episode, Scorpios love girls who are harder to get. So even if she is easy to get, she still gives him that illusion that she is not the easy to get type, and he loves this. So Scorpio rules Virgo's third house of thought, information, and one's own mental state and intellectual capacity. So Scorpio inspires Virgo to develop her mind, rid herself of other voices that may be in her head. Typically those of family members under whose control she might typically find herself. Generally with Virgos, she usually has a mother issue. She's usually very attached to her mom. They have a very over emotional dynamic. Of course, family and friends of hers might try to turn the tables to suggest that Scorpio is actually the one that's looking to impose some form of mind control on Virgo, or if not outright, physically or psychologically possess her. But to some degree, all of that is true. And Scorpio can be very overbearing. Okay, so what he really wants is for Virgo to think for herself, which isn't always easy for the Virgo woman to do, given the signature family environment that she usually sees in her youth, which is one with a lot of disputes usually. And Virgo rules Scorpio's 11th house of team working, any kind of work behind the scenes to support creative or career goals that one might want. So consciously or not, Scorpio is going to tear Virgo away from her family ties. This is obviously not going to be easy on the Virgo woman, but keep in mind that Scorpio's intent on doing this is just so he can keep her happy. You know, it's hard for her to find like another relationship in which she feels so cherished. This one, she really does feel cherished, and she usually agrees with all his decisions. And the main reason that he cherishes her is because she just represents everything that he really wants in a woman. So to some degree, it's kind of like his big fat ego, you know, appealing to this fantasy of his. And sometimes it can have little to do with the Virgo, at least in the beginning. But once he gets closer to her, he tends to fall deep in love. The third house also rules sibling relationships. So besides, you know, the sexual or romantic feelings that Virgo feels for Scorpio man, she usually looks up to him almost like as some kind of brotherly figure, you know, someone she can lean on and learn from. He's very protective of his previous version Virgo, you know, and extreme cases sometimes treating her like glass, at least in the beginning. And with other women, he typically unleashes like the full force of his sexuality. But with Virgo, he enjoys taking it slow. And he almost always apologizes as he introduces something new into their sex life. And Virgo's usually happy to accommodate, but she's not stupid. Like, she's well aware that Scorpio sees her as some type of virgin goddess, and she's in no rush to prove that wrong. So this makes up for her brand of mind control that she has over him. You know, like in any disputes where, like, say Scorpio's on one side and her family members on the other side, you know, they'll kind of take turns to try to twist her thinking. And one's gonna rarely stop to like think exactly how this serves her purpose to like allow such arguments to take place. You know, something that she usually like confronts with such like an innocent, you know, little shrug, you know, like, I'm sorry to have to be the one to call the Virgo woman out on this. I have nothing against you, but you know, Virgo women typically have this type of like mental type of mind control over her partner, where she will like usually try to assert bits and pieces of her own agenda by kind of agreeing to whatever is being like, you know, presented to her, and kind of like presenting it to him as if it's somebody else's idea rather than her own. That way she doesn't feel like she's trying to control him, or doesn't make him feel like she's trying to control him. Rather, he feels like, okay, we're thinking about this together. So that is Virgo's, you know, typical, you know, form of mind control. And like, that's amazing that she has the power to do that, because it really works with the Scorpio man, because Scorpio man typically hates taking orders from someone. So the fact that she can get him to do things that she wants, but without like, you know, asserting it in a way that will like turn him off or like make him turn away and be like, no, I don't want this. She says it in a way that is like, oh, okay, well, I saw so and so happen today. Oh, what do you think about this? Oh, maybe we should try this, you know, that type of thing. But Virgo, especially in the bedroom, is always going to have the final say of what goes on. So like, say there's something she doesn't want to do in bed, like all she needs to do is like literally look disappointed, and Scorpio is literally gonna bend over backwards to like make her happy. And of course, you know, since she didn't outright say it, like, he'll think it's his idea. So Scorpio is already very empathetic toward women, but here he can be like a total girly man. Meanwhile, Virgo is thinking like, man the fuck up, like, please, you know, stop being such a pussy. But nothing is gonna make Scorpio like lose his heart on faster than Virgo, like, you know, directly saying that she doesn't want him to do something. All she needs to do, like I said, is just give that kind of look that she's disappointed, and he'll stop. So he just wants to keep viewing her as like that beautiful, pure, angelic woman. So this is typically the type of relationship that leads to marriage, you know, usually it does. Because she does what she does best, you know, she makes him think that everything that she kind of wants is like his idea rather than her idea. And this works very well in the long run for Scorpio. Also, the fact that Virgos are just naturally very nurturing people. They always want to be there for their partner. They want to serve them in any way possible. You know, Virgos show their love by serving people, by doing acts of generosity, by helping them in whatever they may need. And Scorpio's going to love this, that he's going to come home, you know, to like a full meal cooked for him, or like baked goods, or like the house is clean. You know, she's taking care of him. He's going to love this type of thing. So overall, this is a very popular pairing, and I think you guys can clearly understand why, you know, because she just has all the feature that he dreams for in a woman. And, you know, one popular celebrity couple that has this, you know, dynamic, it's Ryan Reynolds, he's a Scorpio, and Blake Lively, who is a Virgo. And they are literally amazing together, okay? So Ryan Reynolds' chart is very Scorpio, like he has his sun in Scorpio and moon in Scorpio. And then his rising sign is in Virgo. So that goes well, you know, for Blake Lively because she's Virgo. And then with Blake Lively, she's like so Virgo, okay? So like she represents like the typical Virgo goddess woman. So she does really well with balancing, you know, Scorpio's like natural stubbornness and being more like we acting rather than like me first attitude. And then like with Blake Lively's chart, you know, like I said, she's like literally all Virgo. Like her sun's Virgo, her moon's Virgo, her Mercury's Virgo, her Venus is Virgo, her Mars is Virgo. It's like so much Virgo. Like the only thing that's not Virgo is her rising sign, which is Leo, that's what gives her that very like glowy kind of energy. Like when she walks into a room, it's like the sun is coming out and she just lights it up like a Leo would. So it's a very good combination, and they are an amazing couple. You know, like he was in like other couple, two other couple like serious relationships. One was with Alanis Morissette. She was a Gemini, and he was engaged to her for a couple of years. And then Scarlett Johansson, which was a Sagittarius, and they were married for like 3 years. Both of those aren't great matches for Scorpio, so he definitely met his match with Blake Lively, that Virgo girl. So they have definitely like the most amazing dynamic I've seen. I honestly get jealous of their relationship because they have such this magical type of love, and they've been together now for like 10 years or something and have like 4 kids together, and they are so amazing. Like when you see them, you know, they always make fun of each other, like, you know, poke at each other with jokes in public, but when they really talk like genuinely about each other, like in all seriousness, like you can just see how much love is there. You know, she gave a speech the other day when he was winning an award about like how amazing he is, and he literally cried while she was giving that speech, like about how amazing, how present he is in their life, like how he brings such a magical feeling to their life. And that's something that Scorpio men are capable of doing. They're capable of bringing, you know, so much magic into one's life. And that's before, you know, their dark side shows, but hopefully, you know, their dark side never shows. Because their dark side is never great. So anyways, guys, that's it for Virgo and Scorpio man. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and gained some good info on it. And like I said, email me for any inquiries. I will be happy to help. Much love. See you later.